Hi, ladies and gentlemen, Adam Winch here at Defenders USA. I got an excellent drill for you to go try out. I've never done this, so I'm excited to give it a try. Now, I got this from Greg Ellifritz's Active Response Training. So if you're not a subscriber to his free email, by the way, Active Response Training, or his website, he's got some incredible stuff up there, and he's a wonderful man. Just a man I was so privileged to go train with recently. First time I'd met him, I followed him for years. Go get to know who Greg Ellifritz is and his company, Active Response Training. Phenomenal trainer, incredible thinker within the gun community. Anyways, I read this on one of his recent knowledge dumps that he does every week, and it's called the 10-round assault course. Now, he got it from somebody else, and for the life of me, I can't remember who he got it from, so I'll give credit to Greg, and he got it from somebody else. Go read it on his thing, you'll find it there. All right, so here's what it is. There's a target out there at 25 yards. Right here where I'm standing, where I will start, is 25 yards. So there's orange cones here. Then 10 yards up at 15 yards, there's more orange cones. Then further up at 7 yards, there's more orange cones. So what this is on the beep of a shot clock, which is the beginning signal, you draw from your holster from 25 yards, you fire 2 rounds at one of those B8s. Then, keeping the gun safely in control, you move up to the 15-yard, fire 2 rounds at, again, the same B8. Then, keeping the gun safely in control, you move up to the 7-yard line where you fire 3 rounds. Then you begin moving forward from the 7, and while moving forward from the 7, you shoot 3 more rounds into the B8. Now understand the B8 is an 8-inch circle, and it's got conical circles that go in. So the outer circle is 8 inches. Think the size of my hand, right? The circular size of my hand, 8 inches, right? But then there's a 9 ring, there's a 10 ring that's even smaller, and then a really small X ring. And you get points for this. You have 100 possible points because you're shooting a total of 10 rounds. So each round is worth 10 points max. If it goes outside the 8 ring, it's 0 rounds. And if it's in the 8 ring, it's 8 ring. If it's in the 9 ring, it's 9 points, right? If it's in the 10 ring, it's 10 points. If it's the X, that doesn't matter. That's still a 10. So you have 100 possible points out of this, and it's gonna be timed. Now, my understanding, when he did this, they were ranging like 20 seconds to do this, or 19 or 18 seconds to 22, something like that when I read it, and I don't remember the details, but let's just see where I'm at today. Now, I also have my good friend Doc over here who's gonna run alongside with me and carry the shot clock, so you're gonna see him running with me, and he should be the one shooting this. He's a better sniper than I'll ever be with a gun, but he's gonna go with me on this. There's also a camera on the target itself. You'll see the bullet impacts, and we're gonna be shooting at the middle right B8. There's a big number 6 inside. We're shooting at that middle right B8. All right, boys and girls, for America, here we go. Doc, whenever you're ready. Ready? Yes, sir. So let's go back and talk about this real quick. So the clock on that one showed 18.23, 18.23, and I counted my rounds. I don't know what happened, but my last 2 rounds, I ran out of ammo, and I checked my rounds. I had 10 rounds in the gun, so I have no idea what happened. I don't believe I fired more than 10. But for some reason, I ran out of ammo. So I had to execute a reload and keep going. So I bet you I lost at least 2 or 3 seconds right there. Let's go up and take a look at the target. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, back up at the target. Now understand, this one was a 18.23, and I'm gonna put with a reload, right? Because I wasn't expecting that, okay? So let's count up our points, all right? So we have obviously an 8 in the 8 ring, an 8 in the 8 ring. So we're down 2, down 4. There's 1 in the 9 ring, so I'm down 4 and 5, and everything else is either in the 10 or the X ring. So in 18.23, we have a total of down 5. So we have a 95 out of 100 at 18.23 seconds. You know what? I'm not unhappy with that. Doc, it felt pretty good. I love the tightness of the groups here. I don't know why I got so wide here, but hey, I thought that was pretty good. Let's go try it again. So this time I'm gonna go to the number 2. All right, so we'll try it on the number 2 for the next run. Now, lessons learned. 1, have some spare ammo, which I thankfully did, so I was able to do a reload. I believe that's important in life. Now, 99% of the trainers out there tell you you never need a reload. I had one occasion where I wanted to reload. I didn't need it, and I'm talking in real life. But after I had to use the gun defensively, it was such a comfort to me to reload. And what if I did get myself into some big situation, an active shooter in a mall or something like that, where maybe copious amounts of rounds is helpful? So to me, I just like to carry a reload. But in training, absolutely carry a reload, right? Another lesson is stay more present in the process. I had 2 rounds, one that went at the 8-ring high, one that went to the 8-ring low. So I need to be a little more cognizant of my grip. Everything else was excellent, spot on, but I need a little bit more cognizant of my grip. Let's just see if I can do that this time. By the way, my draw last time was not a good draw. I haven't been dry firing recently because I've been so busy. And this is another point of impact to my brain to go dry fire. I'd suggest the same for you. It's a highly perishable, high risk, high litigious skill we have carrying guns. Spend your time in dry fire, get it done well, and believe me, just 5, 10, 15 minutes a day will make you a much better shooter. And I'm preaching to myself because, to borrow a term from Brian Hill, the complete combatant, I'm living in a house of hypocrisy myself because for the last month I've barely dry fired, and it's showing today. All right, here we go for number 2. Here we go.
Shooter ready. Stand by.
So, time on that one, 16.18, 16.18. Okay, so it felt good. There was one shot I kind of rushed. I felt like I took too much time confirming at the 25, but you know, it was pretty decent. But my very last shot, I would tell you, was a psychological slip up. It wasn't a miss because it's in the 8-ring towards the bottom. But what I usually find is I and so many people, we tend to miss our very last shot, right? We know we're about done and we slightly begin to relax our grip, our stance, our focal point, our intentionality of what we're doing. And because we know we're about done, we just slightly relax it and it tends to go low or somewhere else, right? We tend to miss. Now, it's not a miss, it's in the 8-ring, but it could have been a 10-ring had I stayed more mentally focused. So though it is a mechanical miss from the 10-ring, I'd tell you it's as much a psychological miss because I didn't stay intentionally involved in the process until it was over. I recently took a class with Rob Latham. He said something that was kind of simplistic yet very profound to me. He's like, Adam, do the thing until the thing is done, and stay in the thing until it's done. And when that thing is done, then go to the other thing. Just do the thing. And that's what I didn't do on the very last shot. I didn't stay involved in the thing until it was truly over. Before it was truly over, I just let it go, and notice it didn't go in the 10-ring. All right, let's go take a look at the target. By the way, boys and girls, we're on a public range, and man, people are nasty. They're just gross. If you're gonna go to public ranges, keep them clean. I mean, come on now. Okay, so my shot grouping was not as good this time as it was before. So we're down 2 because it's 8-ring. We're down 4 because it's 8-ring. We're down 6 because it's 8-ring. We're down 7. That's a touch. That's a break to the 10-ring, so it's a 10. We're down 8 because that's in the 9-ring. Everything else, we got 1, 2, 3. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we have 3 in the X-ring, 1 touching the 2 touching or in the 10-ring, 2 in the 9, 3 in the 8, So my shot grouping was not as good as before, but it's still a 1.6. So it's a 1.6.18 out of 2, 4, 6, 8. So a 92 out of the total, and this was without a reload too. So yeah, it shows probably had about a 2-second reload before. Anyway, boys and girls, this is the 10-round assault drill. I thought it was a really good one to give it a try and to challenge you to go do this drill. So on that note, I'm gonna call out some folks here. I'm gonna ask Doc, hiding behind the camera. It's gonna be his turn to do this. I'm gonna ask him to get this done. And I also ask, if you'll do it, Dave Heidi. Dave Heidi, I'd like to see you do this. And next, not least, oh, Doc, who can we pick on? Ah, I know, Juan Rivas. So, for you 3 girls, I want to see you give this a try. If you'd video it, I'd love to see it. If it's good or funny or terrible or whatever, we might even put it on our channel because we would love to see you do this too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Adam Winch, Defenders USA. Go get realistic, thoughtful training. We'd like for you to see it, do it with us. If not with us, give me a call, point you in the direction of some of the really good instructors out there. And in the meantime, thanks for watching this. Like, comment, share, and please come join us on our Defenders Live video cast we do every Wednesday evening in Arizona time at 7 p.m. Thanks for watching.